Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 77th episode of the Morning Chisme podcast. Sister, how you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. It's been a while.
I know it's been a while. You know what, guys? It's on us. It's really on us.
It's really because we're watching so many shows that come out on different days, and we really try to find the day that is best for us to film the pod.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, we don't want to like give you guys like our opinion on something that happened last week, but it's so hard when there's so much TV.
Right.
So it's like, it's difficult. It's difficult.
We're doing our best.
We're doing our best. And I feel like if we had filmed on our original day, we would have missed like kind of like the things that we're going to be talking about.
Summer House, Traitors.
Yeah. Gabriela and Bad Bunny allegedly back together.
Yeah.
Which is our first topic of the day. And we're going to get right into it, okay? Because we got a lot of things to get through. I always knew that they would get back together.
Yeah, I always knew.
I mean, we're not 100% sure that they're back together, but like she's traveling with him.
They are back together.
They're back together.
Yeah, there's no way that or maybe they're hanging out as friends.
No.
Okay, then. They're back together.
It's okay. I understand that people are like, Gabriela, why would you do that to yourself? Like, he like kind of embarrassed you, like, you know.
When he dated La Candelaria.
And then remember girl in the green dress?
Oh, yeah.
That was crazy.
Benito was hungry that day. He was like, let me fucking eat your face.
Yeah. And then everyone was like, she went out with him. She like took advantage of him. And then he goes and like literally like makes out with her severely.
Yeah, like sucks face.
Yeah, sucks face. And then it was like, okay, wait, maybe it was like mutual.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
I'm period for her.
Yeah. And then girl in the green dress had like a whole ass man. And he like came on the internet. Like, I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to take the L. Like, you're gonna have to take the L.
Yeah.
Like, if Benito's there, like, it just like makes sense.
Oh my gosh, it's like when people we're talking about the people that got married at the Super Bowl halftime show, and they were like, this girl was like, I just don't think that I could go through with, you know, getting married when Benito's there, just in case there's still a chance.
Yeah, no, I totally understand that. Me with Raul Alejandro, like, it's just, it just can't happen. You know, like, I'd be like, oh, you know, he's witnessing me married.
Yeah, like I'm out of his radar forever.
I know that I was on it before, but I was that little blimp. You know,
it could have been a potential.
It could have been a potential. But I understand, Gabriela. You know what? People, I've seen a lot of criticism for her because they're like, she's like a groupie. She's like desperate. She's like, he knows where home's at kind of bitch.
Yeah.
But like, if my home looked like that,
yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
It ain't a broke home.
I know. It's richness.
It's a richness home.
I know.
And you know, Gabriela has to be the inspo for Baile Inolvidable.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And so like we got a great song out of it.
Yeah.
Whereas with La Candelaria, we didn't really fuck with that album personally, just personal opinion. Nadie sabe lo que pasa. No, wait. What was it?
Nadie sabe lo que pasa mañana. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that sounds like Karol G's.
No, that's
mañana será bonito. Okay, we were
too many mañanas. Like, let's live today. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like too many mañanas. Too many.
Yeah, it's because no one wants to do it in the present. We want to do it in the future. We're tired.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Tough times.
No, I have to disagree because Where She Goes was a banger. Okay, I go where she go.
Yeah, but that was not really like in the album.
Yes, it was. Where have you been?
That wasn't like that came out as a single.
Yeah.
And then he had it in the album.
Oh my god.
And I guess like Monaco is good too, but like Debí Tirar Más Fotos album is way better in my opinion.
I mean, yeah. I think it just depends on like vibes.
Yeah, and people are like, well, you didn't like Bad Bunny, like trap Bad Bunny. First off, yes I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Remember when he would wear his third eye? He's been a very woke man for a very long time.
I know. And when he had his like egghead, I was still fucking with him back then.
Yeah.
I saw the potential. I was like, one day he'll be sexy. Yeah. Maybe not right now.
Yeah.
But like one day.
Yeah, he had to just go through like the motions of the ocean.
Exactly. And like who wasn't? I mean, I was unfortunate looking in 2016 too.
Everybody was.
I mean, 2016 was a rough year, I feel like, for like looks in general.
Yeah.
Especially mine. I was not that cute.
Yeah. Not that I'm agreeing that you weren't cute. I'm saying yes to me as well.
2016 was an interesting year because I discovered Facetune. And I was like heavily on Instagram back in the day because I was like, I don't know. I feel like that was like my Instagram era. Like I had just graduated college. I was living freshly in Austin. So I was like, out. I was outside. Okay.
You lived outside.
Yeah. And I was very single.
It's so crazy to think about those times because now, like, you can't step foot outside.
Oh my God, no. Like,
But back then, I was worried that
I wouldn't make it home alive.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I loved a good brunch, a good midday drink, a night out, an after party. You could not see. I was never sober. Okay.
I
but
know.
not to the concerning point. But like now, I don't even like going to the.
It could have been concerning.
Yeah. I can't even go to the grocery store by myself.
I know.
So it's like, what happened? I feel like I used all my outside energy in that time period.
Yeah. I think it was like a good time to use it.
Yeah. I mean,
Like, I hate being outside as well now.
yeah. But I will say, discovering Facetune was such. It was like you had to go through that period of time. I feel like to really love yourself, at least for me. But like the fact that nobody like clocked my shit on my horrible face tuning. And I went back because I archived all of those pictures because I was like, this is like actually like diabolical. Like, are you okay? And you guys were gassing me up in the comments.
Well, I mean, what did you want us to do?
One of my eyes was bigger than the other. The waist was thin, but the wall was like caving in. It was embarrassing. I cannot believe.
Warped.
Yeah, warped. Okay.
I'm dead. What?
One of my arms was longer than the other because I don't know for a long time because I'm short.
We need to show the people this.
I will show the pictures, but like my arms are short, so I was like, I want to make myself a little bit taller. No,
Girl, you can never make yourself taller. The only thing you can fix is a little waist snatching.
yeah, but I was fixing it all. I was like, I'm taller, thinner, bigger eyes,
Nose job.
yeah, smaller, bigger lips, smaller nose, whiter teeth. Because back then I didn't have veneers.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, whiten the teeth, snatch the waist, big eyes, you know, and I was wearing the lashes back then.
Yeah, you're a lash whore.
Yeah, I was a lash whore. Oh my God. When my brain developed and like, I think it didn't even develop at 25. It was like 30. I was a delayer. Okay. Also because I lived my last 20s in COVID.
A delayer is hilarious.
I was a delayer because I feel like I was stuck at 26 for so long because that's when COVID started. But like once I realized that like fake lashes look really bad on me, I can't wear them anymore.
I love fake lashes on you.
I do not like them.
You need lash extensions.
Okay.
Talking about 2020, remember whenever Benito and Gabriela, when they would go live and then he would
Yes.
sing? And this is why I am happy that they're back together.
Yeah.
Potentially.
When he was
there's
twerking on her?
Yes. Remember when he took a naked pictures just holding his ween?
Oh my God. He put Bush on Maine. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Bush on Maine is crazy.
And they would make such cute videos. Like, I think they're soulmates.
Or when he was
his
in-
soul just wandered off a little.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think he was just like, I mean, okay. I don't.
Kendall Jenner's pretty, though.
Yeah. Like, I don't condone, like, I don't think he cheated on Gabriela, but like, you know, when you have temptation everywhere, that must be hard.
Yeah.
Like, you're the most famous artist in the world. There's women throwing themselves at you all the time.
God, can you imagine?
Both celebrities and normies. Like,
Yeah.
that's hard.
I wonder how many people Bad Bunny has just pulled.
A lot.
Like, because he publicly pulls women, but like, you know, privately.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, he sings about it. In Otra Noche in Miami, he sings about fucking like actresses and singers. And this was like back in the day. So imagine now.
Oh my God, I wonder who.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I want to be nosy, but like at the
He
same
should
time.
write a book.
No, I don't think he would put it. I don't think he would ever out it. Like he'd be like, no,
Yeah, because he's chill vibes.
yeah, he's also like private, you know?
Yeah.
As much as one can be.
Yeah.
But it has to be difficult because like you can't even sneeze as a pregnant person, as a celebrity, and like people like, oh, like, you know, like you can't have a bad interaction or a bad day.
Yeah.
That would piss me off.
I could not be a celebrity.
No.
Because like, what if I was just started my period?
Oh my God. What if I was ugly?
I know.
And everybody's telling you you're ugly, you're fat, she's going through something, she's clearly like, you know, something's happening in her life.
Yeah.
No.
Could not do it.
Anyways, I am so happy. We're in the era of time where people are making up.
Yes.
Making up and breaking up.
Yes. And you know, I think Bad Bunny started this.
You think he started this trend?
Yes. Something healed in me when Bad Bunny and J Balvin made up.
Really?
I even said it. I said, this is the start of something beautiful. And this something beautiful has continued. Mm-hmm. Jaco and Raul Alejandro have made up. And
They
came
have.
out with a song. They said, you know what? We're going to make up. We're going to give you not only, I don't know if they're friends, but like a mended friendship or whatever, and a song.
I know.
And the song is fire.
The song is fire.
Rosita.
Which I thought was interesting.
A very interesting name choice.
I don't know if it's correlated. I haven't like looked into the lyrics like deep in detail, but the song is fire. I always say
you always knew it was gonna be fire.
yes, always. And I think with Jaco on any song, it's not that his music alone is bad. Okay, I never think that his music alone is bad, but I think him collaborating with someone is always so fucking fire.
Yeah,
like he just kills his verse every time.
Yeah,
and of course they're doing it with Tiny. So I'm like, period.
Tiny's so talented.
I know. Every time I'm like listening to a song and I'm like
Tiny. I'm like, okay, this is why this song ate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if I see his name in any song, I'm like,
with,
period.
Obi on the drums.
Yeah. I have my hair on my nose.
That's
It's driving me
how I feel.
crazy. I'm not picking my nose.
Everyone's just quiet.
Oh my God. I'm not picking my nose. I just have like a hair on my nose.
Just go hard.
I can't. But it's like outside.
We'll pluck it.
No, it's not a hair inside my nose. It's a hair from like my eyelashes or something.
Oh, like a
Lucy. A loosey-goosey. And it's like stuck. Oh my God, okay. Enough with the picking of the nose.
Jaco had what, like a listening party to his new album?
No. I think Tiny had an event in New York, and that's when he revealed like people who are going to be in his new
I thought
album.
it was a listening
party
or something. Oh, this was just like a finding out?
Yeah, they did a whole review. It was like a gender reveal, but like for the artist of the song.
That's actually tea.
Yeah, and I said when I saw the build of the man that was Raul Alejandro, I was like, I know that arm circumference anywhere. It's Raul Alejandro. Like, I've been knowing. You know what I mean? I hugged him. I've seen him in person.
Yeah, you knew.
I mean, I blacked out like a small amount, but like I know. You know, when I went like this, I was like, I know it's him. You know? So I knew it was him immediately. Also, like, he's like 5'7".
Yeah.
5'8".
But he's such a good 5'8".
I know.
Like, that's just like...
He doesn't read short.
Yes. It's because the universe knew.
I know.
If he made him taller, he just would have been...
like a menace to society.
A menace to society. He's a menace to society now, probably. I know. But, like, 6 foot? Can you imagine? No. Like, this man is probably sitting at 5'8".
Yeah. I mean, is 5'8" a stretch?
I don't know. I'm 4'11", so I don't even know.
When you met him, where you're like...
He was like a head taller than me.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, that doesn't say much.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I knew it was him. I mean, Jaco's short too. I met him too.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Oh, my God, look at me meeting everyone.
Oh, my God. Next is Tiny.
Featuring Catherine and Rosita. I know. I need to meet him too. He's apparently short too. Well, you can't be that talented and tall. I just feel like it doesn't work.
Well, Benito's 6 foot.
I mean, I guess he won the lottery.
Yeah, and his brother's tall as fuck too.
Oh my God, I know. He's Bernie. Like 6'3".
That's insane.
Latinos being tall is like always like a wonder to me.
Yeah, because it's just like such like a smaller stature, I fear. Yeah, when I see tall Latinos, I'm like, interesting.
I know. Period. You won.
Yeah, literally. Because like I'm 4'11". And in Chile, that's probably common.
I know. Maria's like this to everyone. And then here she's like, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I wonder what it's like to be 5'10". Like, that's always like a cool height to be.
I just know I would be unstoppable if I was taller and so much thinner.
Well, I mean, you would be proportioned, like, in better. A taller form.
It sucks.
You know what's crazy? Like, if I was a man and I was like 6 feet and really hot, like, sometimes I have to like put myself in like the position of a 6 foot man who's really hot. Like, I'd probably be like slinging dick too. You know?
I never think about putting myself in a position.
I know,
of a
but
man.
Like the other day when I was gardening, I thought about it. I was like,
I hate men. I'm just kidding.
Okay,
I
Amber.
like certain ones. No, so happy for Jaco and Raul.
I know, me too.
So happy, and I'm so excited for this. I thought that it was Jaco's album. Jaco's not coming out with music?
I don't think so.
I thought he quit.
I know. He said he was quitting.
See, this is why you can't fucking say your moves out loud.
I know. Move in silence.
I know. Why do people do that?
I think it was like one of the like Twitter rants.
Oh my gosh, I haven't been on Twitter in years.
Twitter is a strange place. Don't go there. People there are very like deranged.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, great song, love it. But it's Jaco and Rao and Tiny. What did we expect? We knew it was gonna be a fucking hit.
Yeah, when I saw them reveal themselves from those little masks, I was like,
what the fuck was that too? It was like scary. Like even the hands.
It was giving Saw.
Yeah, it was giving, I don't know.
Yeah, but
Scary vibes.
I'm excited to see if there's anything more there when it comes to them. Like maybe they'll put out another song, or maybe like we'll see them out.
Well, apparently Raul Alejandro's coming out with a new album.
Did he tell you that?
No, he didn't tell me that, but like he tweeted something with like,
oh, he like hinted.
Yeah.
He literally said in an interview, like, oh, I'm going to be, like, chilling. Like, I'll be putting out a collab here and there. But then he went on Twitter and, like, put all his albums and then, like, a question mark next to, like, the last one.
But can you imagine, like, being an artist, right? And, like, they probably have so many, like, creative juices flowing that maybe he didn't want to. But then, like, one day, like, he was just like, you know, fuck it. I'm going to, like, do you make the beats in your head? Like, how does this go?
Have you ever tried to write a song?
I was a poet when I was in 3rd grade.
Okay, so yes. Sometimes I'm like, I feel like I can rhyme.
It's not really
because
about
I'm a dime.
rhyming. It's more, I think rhyming is more like rap. I think you just have to make it like flow.
Okay, make it flow.
I don't do that.
Okay, she doesn't flow.
No.
Okay,
Just poetry.
like slam poetry or just like poetry?
I don't know. I was in 3rd grade. What do you mean?
What were you writing about in 3rd grade?
I don't know. I guess I was sad.
No, me too. Me too. I was yearning in 3rd grade. It was the Spanish ballads that mom would have us listen to, dude. When I was listening to Cristian Castro, like my man had died. Dude, suspirando, llorando, crying and throwing up.
That's why we are the way we are.
Yeah.
Like,
yearned in Latina. Yearned in Latina.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, dude. I was like reminiscing yesterday on like some music from the past.
You would say that because I was reminiscing, but not at the level that you were. I was reminiscing with Paulina Rubio and Thalia.
Okay. For me, it was different, okay? I was listening to Dígale by David Bisbal and Usted se me llevó la vida by Alexander Pires.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just threw me back to like me in 4th grade, just like... like sitting next to the car window.
It's so crazy though because it is like 4th grade. Like we were 8.
I know this song is like
9.
25 years old.
That's crazy. Yeah, I was listening to just, you know, like I was listening to Mujer Latina by Thalia, which I'm like, this is why you'll never catch me not being proud of being Latina. Like I was listening to Thalia's song Mujer Latina at age 7, like you know, in 1997.
Yeah.
Mi orgullo es ser Latina. Bitch, this was engraved in me by the queen herself.
Literally. Yeah, no, reminiscing is the best, especially when it's songs that's like, it brings such like memories.
Oh my gosh, OV7.
Oh my god, that one's a good one too.
Oh my god.
That 8.
It's like the whole group, all the songs they had was so good.
Yeah, they really ate. What happened to them? Where are they now?
I don't know. I kind of went down like a small little rabbit hole, and apparently like there was accusations made, and like they were a group. OV7 was a group.
Well, yes.
And I guess there was who was the main leader of the group? I think his name was like Kalimba or something. Let me look it up before I'm wrong with the peeps, because
interesting. I didn't know that. I just like their music.
Yeah.
Te quiero tanto, 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 tanto.
Yeah, Kalimba.
That's the song, right?
Te quiero. No, who
sings
that?
No, it is them. One thing about Maria, she's gonna fact check. It's them.
Yes.
I know my shit.
Good stuff.
No, for sure. Okay, so let's get into the next topic of the day.
The biggest topic.
Oh my god, the biggest
Maybe
topic.
not the biggest topic, but
I'm sad and happy at the same time. Like, I don't know if I could be... I wouldn't... Okay, sorry. I would have enjoyed this series finale of Tell Me Lies More had I not known it was the series finale. Does that make sense?
I actually disagree with you.
Okay.
I think that me knowing that this was the series finale of Tell Me Lies gave me peace that this was a good finale.
Okay. I don't feel that way. I was sad because I knew
you're wrong.
I was sad because it was a series finale, and I was like, wow, like, I don't think an hour and 7 minutes did the show justice for a series finale. However, for a season finale, I thought it was great, like 10 out of 10. For series, 8.5.
Yeah, I get that. But I think that going into it, it was important for me to have them like tie up a lot of loose ends.
Okay.
That was so important. And I feel like we were 20 minutes in and we had already fucking clocked like 4.
No, we moved quick, and I love that.
We moved with a quickness and very, very well done.
We moved with quickness.
I said quickness.
You said quitness.
Well, they did quit on the show.
True. They did move with quickness, but I feel like we could have done a little more. Okay.
Yes. So the Tell Me Lies season 3 series finale happened this past week, and we didn't know we were getting a season 4, and we were so sure we were getting a season 4. We were like, no, season 4 is happening. Like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be there. And literally, like the day before, hours before, like
the day of,
Megan Oppenheimer posts that this is it. That this is the last episode that we're getting of Tell Me Lies, which was really, really heartbreaking. I think for everybody. I think that though this show has traumatized all of us as a collective, it's been fun to watch. And I guess like we just all really just loved watching these toxic group of people do whatever the fuck they want. So I think that for me, it was different. For me, knowing that it was the season finale and going and watching the finale and seeing that so many loose ends were tied, I was like, okay, at least it's not ending like shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I understand that some people had mixed feelings about the finale itself. For me, it didn't disappoint. Like I said, tying the loose ends was a big one for me, and I think that they did that. So let's get into the episode.
Yeah. So we start out, obviously last week we saw kind of like things were getting really bad with Lucy. I feel like Lucy was kind of in a space of like delusion, heartbreak, but not for like Steven, but for her life.
For her life, yeah. So, I think that she truly feared this man.
Yes, absolutely. So in this episode, we start out in present day. So we're in 2015. We see a scene between Wrigley and Bree, right? They're at her engagement party. He's like looking for a room to take a nap or something. I don't know exactly what he's doing. He comes in with his horrid wig. Side note, we need to talk about his wig first. Wrigley's wig was horrible.
I know. Did we not have budget?
I don't know. His colonial ass stringy wig was the worst. Like, I couldn't even like find him sexy in that moment because I feel like he's like a sexy character because like the wig was so bad.
Yeah, the wig was really bad.
And Bree like still fucked him in that wig.
Yeah.
And I just feel like that's unrealistic.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to Bree and Wrigley. They're having a moment. They're having a conversation about how 6 years has passed and they have not talked about what happened. And he's like, why didn't you give me a second chance? And she's like, I don't know. I feel like she's very conflicted in that moment.
Yeah.
And then,
he's like, why are you asking me this?
I know. And then things happen.
Yeah.
Sexual things.
Yeah. He said, I'm fucking you right now.
Yeah. He pulls up her dress.
Yeah.
Grabs her thigh. Doesn't even lock the door. He said, we're going to Pound Town.
I know. I was like, please lock the door.
I know.
Given like all your group of friends, all the toxicity of this group, the fucking walking in, go lock the damn door.
Yeah.
God. I was having so much ansiedad.
Yeah. I mean, and then they do it, right?
Yeah.
And then that scene is over. So
yeah.
Wrigley and Bree have hooked up right after her engagement, pre-wedding a couple months ago.
It was on her engagement day.
Oh, true.
Engagement
party. Like she had just been engaged. And so this is like a couple months before the wedding because I was like a little confused on the timeline. I was like, where are we?
Yeah.
But this was like a few months before the wedding.
Yeah.
So now we go back to 2009 or 2008 and we see a conversation between Lucy and Diana. And I feel like Diana has grown so much on me in these past 3 seasons.
Love Diana.
Seriously, love her. And you can see that she's almost trying to vent to Lucy about what Steven has done to her because Lucy asks her like, oh, I heard you're also going to Yale, blah, blah, blah. They talk about that. And she shares that she's not going to Yale because she doesn't want to be anywhere near Steven. And Lucy's like, you shouldn't let him get away with this, like blah, blah, blah. Which I feel like this is not necessarily personally what led Lucy to go try to like ruin his Yale experience. It was what Diana told her.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think that Lucy, I don't think that Lucy's a bad person for doing this, but Lucy tends to make other people's like problems, she takes them in as her own.
Yeah.
And she wants to fix it because this person's not only traumatizing her, she's also traumatizing someone who at this point I feel like Lucy and Diana have grown to care for one another.
Yeah.
So she's like, I want to also do this for Diana. He can't keep getting away with this.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. So we see that conversation. They also bring up Macy, and Diana confirms with Lucy, like, I believe you. Like, I know that you were telling me the truth when you said that Steven was the one driving the car that killed Macy. And I think that was like almost the resolution that we needed for Macy. Yeah. Even though I wanted to see her get like full justice.
Yeah.
You know, she didn't. And that was like, I feel like a moment of understanding between Diana and Lucy. And then we go to Bree and Evan. So Bree in the last episode was seeing a picture of Evan and Lucy at the Hawaiian party, and she put two and two together. Like these were the two that fucked that night.
Yeah.
And I think that she checks his phone and then she leaves, right?
Yeah.
And she's like pissed, right? So she's walking. She goes and knocks on Lucy's door. She's looking for Lucy at this point. And although we don't see Bree grab the SIM card, we can confidently say that she grabbed the SIM card, right? And then we see that Bree's mom called her, and she's like, hey, we need to meet, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, won't tell her what's going on. And I'm like scared. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. Okay. What's happening? So then Bree's mom brings her over to Oliver's office or something. Like, it's like they're in a room, and it's Amanda, Marianne, Oliver, Bree, and Bree's mom. And they're all gaslighting Bree.
Honestly, this show is so crazy that I'm like, wait, did Bree really? Like, I was just like, there's no way that this is happening. And there's no way that Amanda is sitting there pretending like this is not happening.
I know. And then Marianne was also like leading the charge that like Bree's delusional and has an infatuation with Oliver, and that she's stalking him. And Oliver's stupid ass is sitting there with like both his arms like on both women. Like the power he holds on both of them is just weird. And then Bree's mom is like, what the fuck? And I mean, a lot of people are blaming Bree's mom for not believing her, and I do understand that, like 100%. But I feel like that's such a weird position to be in the first place. Like, these three people are saying one thing, and then your daughter's saying something else.
Yes, and nevertheless, it's like two of these people are adults.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not that, you know, I'm trying to make excuses for Bree's mom, but like, if two adults are coming to you and saying that your daughter's lying to you, and she's younger, you know, like, and you don't really know your daughter that well because. You know, it was so crazy, but I felt so bad for Bree in that moment. I wanted to jump through the screen and literally fight Oliver and Marianne at the same time. Literally. Like, I was so angry. It was too much.
It was too much. And also, I think that given the times, like, it's 2008. It was very different back then when it came to like reporting a sexual assault or like a predator.
Reporting a professor. Like, they didn't believe the student, they believe the professor.
Exactly.
Like, the Me Too movement happened way down the road.
Exactly. Which I'm hoping that's what got Oliver in the end. But
yeah, that's for me. I saw a video on TikTok that was like Marianne and Oliver didn't survive the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
And that's the narrative that I'm choosing to go with, because they're both very fucked up people. Like, Marianne is just as fucked up as Oliver, in my opinion. Maybe he does more bad things, but like, you know what he does. Like, you're in a co-signs. Yeah.
She co-signs it. But then we see Bree obviously livid. She tells her mom to fuck off and like, I don't ever want to see you again.
And that's where probably their relationship went.
Yeah. And I think that's where like everything with Oliver, Marianne, and Amanda ended, and everything with Bree and her mom. So Bree's like walking back. Obviously, this has pushed her over the edge. She's still looking for Lucy. Lucy goes back to her room, changes, and goes to the Yale event. And I think that is the moment that we didn't see, but that's where Bree decides, like, I'm releasing this tape.
Yeah.
Right? So we see Lucy at the Yale event. She's coming to this like orientation type event where Steven is like mingling with the Yale law students, trying to tell someone like, hey, like, I need to warn you about this psycho-ass man, Steven DeMarco. And she pulls somebody aside. I don't know if this person is relevant to anything that could change anything, but she's like trying to tell this girl like, hey, like, Steven is crazy. Like, please, like,
and
he's dangerous.
Like, I can't help you with that. That's admissions.
Yeah. So then Steven pulls her aside, and he's like, this is the dumbest thing you've ever done.
Yeah.
And the look in his eyes, I'm like, oh my God, I'm scared for Lucy.
Yeah.
I'm scared for Lucy. So then
Lucy goes to class.
Yeah, Lucy goes to class. So now Lucy goes to class. She's had a full day.
Yeah.
She goes to class and then she sees somebody's computer from the back, like in front of her, and they're playing the tape.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck.
She walks out of class and she sees Steven walking across the lawn and just fucking goes to him and starts hitting him. It's like, you release the tape, you release the tape. And he's like, no, I gave you the tape. You had it. He's like, you probably released it. You haven't been all like here, so it was probably you. And Lucy was like, what the fuck? And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know if him giving her the tape was actually real, because Lucy's just been so out of it. So I'm like, did Lucy release her own tape? Because remember, she got the SIM card and then we never saw her look at the SIM card again in the show.
I know. If I was her,
why did you not dispose of this?
I would have smashed it into smithereens. Like, hello? Like, why keep it?
Yeah.
It also makes you wonder, like, what true state Lucy was in. Like, obviously we see the show and we see what happened to her, but she was like distraught.
Yeah.
So obviously they have a conversation. She walks away, right? I can't remember exactly the next scene that happens, but obviously everybody's seeing the tape. Lucy's like seeing people see the tape. It's like
she goes to Alex's.
Yes, she goes to Alex's. Okay, so now we're at Alex's place. And Alex is like, whoa, you lied about sexual assault.
Yeah.
And she's like obviously like looking for comfort somewhere. She doesn't have anybody left. Nobody's talking to her. And obviously all these people know that she's a liar now. And he makes it very clear where he stands, which obviously I think given the situation, standing where he's standing, like being like so obviously destroyed with what she did is accurate, but it was deeper than that. Like it's like he also experienced sexual assault.
Something similar, yes.
Yes. And so he doesn't let her in, right? And Bree's in there. So now we see that Bree and Alex were together. But I thought for a second that Bree and Alex released the tape together, but I don't think so. I think it was Bree by herself, and then she went to go seek comfort from Alex.
Her foster brother.
Yeah, because Bree was the one that told Alex about the sexual assault with Lucy because she was worried about her, right? So now Lucy's back in her room and she's laying down and she's like, fuck. Like it's over. Like, you know, like I did this and I'm fucked. Then we see a conversation between the law admissions and Steven, right? And he gets a call. They're like, hey, your offer has been rescinded. And he's like, who did this? Who did this? Wait, hold on. I missed the part where Pippa told Wrigley that she's gay.
Yes.
So earlier in the episode, I totally forgot about that. So Pippa goes into Wrigley's room because she's like wants to stop lying. She's like destroyed about this whole like situation with Wrigley. She's like, you know, thinking about Diana, all this stuff. And she goes into the room and she's like, I'm tired of lying, like blah, blah, blah. I was cheating on you and I think I'm gay.
Well, yeah, because, we missed the part where before that, Lucy goes looking for Bree.
Oh, yes.
Pippa's there. And Pippa's, like, not really talking to Lucy because everything that happened with Chris. So she's like, Pippa, talk to me, like, what's going on? And then Pippa tells Lucy, like, hey, I've been cheating on you. Oh, I've been cheating on Wrigley. And then Lucy, being the dumb bitch that she is, decides to tell Pippa that she had a similar experience with Evan, and this is where Pippa loses it.
Yes. She calls her pathetic.
She calls her weak.
She's like, every decision you make is horrible. She's like going off on her.
Yeah, and you know, I understand when Pippa said that like it's not the same thing because like this is their friend. But I feel like Pippa was being really harsh on Lucy.
I know. And in that moment, Lucy was almost telling Pippa about her situation with Evan to make her feel better about her situation. And although wrong for her, Lucy to had done that in the first place, she wanted Pippa to feel better. So she was willing to share something horrifying about herself to do that for her. And Pippa just came back and called her all kinds of names. And I was like, Pippa, be so fucking serious. You cheated on Wrigley last season and this season.
I think it's because, so this is the way that I see it. Pippa wasn't in the wrong telling Lucy off. I think that she was like, hey, like this happened. You did this to our friend.
Yeah.
Like this is different. Like we're supposed to be the girls, right? However, as a viewer, it's hard to not see the whole entire picture when you have Pippa cheating on Wrigley, Bree falling in love with Wrigley, And Pippa doesn't know that. Like, I think that it's just a perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're all fucking up.
Yeah, exactly. But they don't know that each other is fucking up.
Yeah, so, like, I think that the way that Pippa handled the situation is valid. But as viewers, we're like, okay, but, like, all of y'all are making mistakes. But Pippa doesn't know that Bree and Wrigley fell in love with each other.
That's a valid point. I had never looked at it like that. That's insane.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, she's just protecting her girl. She's
True.
protecting her girl and saying stuff like, oh, well, you know, you did this to Bree. Like, we're girls. We would never do that to each other, which is valid for Pippa to say. But for us, we're like, damn, y'all all are making mistakes. Like, your homegirl's over there fucking falling in love with your man.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that's very valid. Very valid. And that's when we see Pippa go to Wrigley and share with him, like,
Yeah.
I actually think I only like girls. Like, I think I'm gay. And I've been cheating on you with a woman. And that's where she also shares that, you know, Steven is evil. But we already know that. And that what he did to Diana. And I think that's what prompted Wrigley to call Yale and was like, this is the like monstrosities that this man is doing. And that's when he gets a call that he's no longer accepted at Yale. He's
And honestly,
rescinded.
I cheered.
I know.
I cheered, bitch. I was like, finally someone does something. Because I feel like for a very long time, no one did anything when it came to Steven DeMarco.
I think it's because they were scared of him.
Yeah. And Wrigley said, I'm not fucking scared of you.
Yes. And the thing is, when he gets a call, right? Like, they're like, your Yale law admissions has been rescinded. And it goes straight to Wrigley. I was like thinking in my head before, obviously we hadn't seen Wrigley just yet. I thought it was going to be Diana.
Yeah.
But no, it was Wrigley.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's just so powerful.
It's so powerful because I feel like finally a man had to stand up for a woman because they've tried to stand up for themselves, and he kept just doing them dirtier and dirtier and dirtier every single time.
Exactly. But then now we see Bree go back to the room.
So Lucy leaves Pippa's room after
Yes.
that whole little thing. Bree comes into the room and says, did you see that tape about Lucy? Like, she brought it onto herself, whatever. Pippa finally reveals to Bree that she is the one that actually got sexually assaulted. And you could tell right then and there that Bree was like, oh shit, like,
Yeah.
I made a mistake. Like, Lucy was just only trying to protect Pippa. And then their RA is like, hey, have you guys seen Lucy? You know, no. They're like, have you seen Lucy? I don't know. Her room is locked, whatever. They get the RA. They go in and Lucy's like out of it.
Yeah.
And then the RA is like, you need to go talk to the dean.
Yeah. So she goes to talk to the dean. She's obviously distraught, right? And I think that Lucy's still in this delusional state where I don't think she understands the severity of like this tape, right? And they're telling her the severity, and she's like, okay, I'll go home. Like, go home for a little bit, like you're saying. And then next semester, I'll be abroad, so it doesn't really matter, right? And they're like, no, you're not a student here anymore. And I think that's like the part where she was like, oh shit. Like,
Yeah.
It all came crumbling down.
It was so sad to watch.
It was really sad to watch because I don't think that Lucy's intentions were ever really in a horrible place. I think she was just trying to help.
Yes.
And I think that's the worst part about Lucy's character is that, like, even with well intentions, it was still wrong, but like you feel for her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now she's packing up, right?
Yeah.
She's packing up to leave.
Which is crazy because this is where I think it hits Bree that like she fucked up.
Yeah. And I have my own thoughts on Brie, but we'll get through Lucy first. So Lucy's packing up and Diana comes by, right? And I feel like in that moment, Diana was the only person that really cared for Lucy.
Yes, absolutely.
She was telling her, like, it's going to suck. You're going to be in this spot
It's because
for a
Diana
while.
kept it so real.
Yeah.
She was so real, and I really wish that Lucy would have listened to Diana a little bit more.
Yeah.
I really do, because I do think that if she would have taken Diana's advice, she wouldn't have been here in the first place.
I agree, but I think at the same time, watching a man get away with everything has to be frustrating. And we have to keep in mind that the reason that Lucy had to film that video was to give Steven collateral so her friend wouldn't get hurt. Even though, yes, Lucy fucked up fucking Evan in the first place, like, she had to give him collateral for him to leave her alone.
Yeah.
Or he was telling Brie. And at the time, she loved her friend so much, even though she fucked her man, that she wanted it to be like her versus, you know, Brie.
Yeah.
So that was really sad. And then we see like Brie and Evan meet up again in her room. And she tells him, like, if you say yes, like we can move forward and we can figure it out. But if you say no, I'm done with you. And she asks him, like, did you have sex with Lucy? And he says yes. And she's like, pretty much like, don't tell anyone, like we can move forward. And I'm like, damn, okay, so like you ruined your friend's life, but your man gets a slap on the wrist?
Okay, so I've had a lot of conversations. I've seen a lot. The punishment didn't fit the crime.
No.
The punishment did not fit the crime.
Absolutely not.
But I think that we are viewing it as 30-year-olds. We're viewing it with a full frontal lobe, developed. And I think that at 20, if you see one of your girlfriends do you so dirty and she sleeps with your man and you hold on to these female friendships more than you do Evan, because let's think about it, like Bree didn't really care for Evan.
No.
Right? Then someone that age, yeah, you would have done something like that.
Yeah. I also have to think about it like that. I think it's
you have to put everything into perspective, because we're thinking about it with a grown mind. What she did, absolutely, the punishment did not fit the crime. Like, think about it. You ruined your friend's life. Lucy does not go back to college because she ends up being a travel agent. Mm-hmm. You ruined her life. However, at the time that all of this happened, Bree was so young. She acted out of anger, and it's not an excuse. She just was so young, and at the moment, she thought it was the best thing to do, even though it was the most unhinged.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's important to be in that 19-year-old mind.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like 19, 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
They're not even 21.
Yeah.
And they're going through these like very like insane real life scenarios with their young minds. I think that's important too. I agree. I do think that Bree giving Evan a slap on the wrist in that moment felt fair, but then seeing it all kind of play out, like she cheated on this man and like left him on their wedding day.
I think what angered me so much is like, you're gonna ruin your friend's life. She just got expelled, but you're gonna continue staying with this man. Mm-hmm. But I think that Bree just had so many emotions too, because she thought she was gonna be with Wrigley, but Wrigley just finished fucking Pippa.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But she didn't really know that it wasn't really like him. It was like she kind of forced him.
Yeah.
So there's also that. Like,
yeah, so Wrigley comes to the room looking for Bree because he's been trying to contact her. Mm-hmm. She's there with Evan, and she's like, oh, if you're looking for Pippa, she left, whatever. And then just by looks, you could tell that Wrigley has to make peace with the fact that Bree knows that him and Pippa had sex. Yeah. And that she has decided to stay with Evan.
Exactly. So then now we're seeing Lucy leave, right? And Steven is looking, she's like standing outside as Lucy is driving off, and he's seeing Bree, and I feel like in that moment he's like, okay, it wasn't me, I didn't release this, who was it? Yeah, you know, because and he like floated the idea of it being Lucy herself, but I don't know. So now we're in present day, right? Those are all the scenes in 2018. So now we're in present day. We're at the wedding, right? And I think that Steven, like, he has a conversation with Lydia. They're like fighting in the corner, and she's like, you know, like telling him like she wants to go home, and he's like, I don't want to go home, like blah blah blah. And then
she was like, well, you just want to stay here and talk to your ex-girlfriend.
And he was like, I fucked Lucy this morning. Yeah. And he's like, we only got together to get back at Lucy anyway. So we get that answer. Yeah. I wish there was repercussions for Chris, but I guess not. We decided not to spare him.
At the time, men weren't getting repercussions. So
true. So I guess it's true to the times. Yeah. So obviously, Steven saw Wrigley and Bree looking at each other all passionately on the dance floor. And I think his wheels started turning, right? He's like, fuck. Like, I didn't release that tape.
Though he is traumatizing, he is not dumb.
Yeah, he's not.
That man was going to go to law school for a reason.
He's very, like, 10 steps ahead of you. Yeah. Which is very scary. So he goes up to Bree, and he's like, you didn't react at that voice note, so you knew. And she was like, Evan and I are married, and, like, you can go and, like, fuck off or whatever. And he's like, you didn't react because you already knew. So you were the one that released the tape. And Bree's like a bad liar. So she's like, and she's like, no, I didn't. But he knows. Like, yeah. I feel like Steven is like a lie detector test. Like, the fuck? So then he takes the mic at 3 a.m. at Bree and Evan's wedding and airs everybody out. He's like, I fucked Lucy this morning. Wrigley and Bree have been fucking. Evan and Lucy fucked back in the day, and Bree released the tape. And I was like, shit. Yeah. And I was like, wow. this is the way we're going out?
Yeah.
He said, if I'm going down as a horrible person,
So all of y'all are too.
Yeah. So Bree's obviously pissed. Evan's like, wait, you fucked Wrigley, my best friend. Everybody's like panicking or whatever. And all that chaos, you see Evan yelling at Wrigley and Bree and Wrigley looking at each other. And they're like, I guess.
Almost at peace with it. Like, if this is how we end up together, this is how we end up together.
Yeah. And obviously Lucy is asking Bree, like, did you really do this? Like, you release the tape? Like, why would you do that to me? Like, obviously. And then, you know, Bree's telling her, like, it was impulsive, it was a mistake, it was the worst thing I've ever done, like, blah, blah, blah. And Bree almost like pushed Lucy to Steven, because Steven's like, okay, I'm leaving, I'll be at the front if you want to come get in the car. And Lucy like considers it. She's considering it. In that moment, she's thinking.
And Bree's like, don't do it.
Yeah. And I feel like because she told her not to do it, she almost did it anyway, because she was like, you know what? If you are this evil and he's this evil, I'm going to pick the evil that
I get to fuck pretty much.
Yeah. Like, I get to fuck. Like, we're not going to be friends.
Yeah.
You know? So she goes outside. She stands outside his car. And he's like trying to convince her to get in, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, what does he say? He's like, I mean, I ruined my engagement. I ruined everybody's lives in this moment. Like, I only have you left. Like, why would I do you dirty? Right? And in that moment, my delusional fucking psycho ass was like, maybe they'll work out.
I told you I thought that they were going to drive off into the sunset together.
That's crazy. I was
like, yeah, I'm so toxic, so delusional.
Yeah, insane. So she gets in the car, right? They're driving. They stop at a gas station. And when they stopped, I was like, oh, shit. So then she grabs 2 coffees. She goes outside, and he's gone. And I interpreted this at the time as like Lucy being a dumb bitch one last time. But then other people were saying that like maybe she took Diana's advice, and it was like, the only way to get rid of Steven is to make it look like it was his idea.
That's why she was laughing at the end.
Yeah, that's what I think she was laughing at.
And Megan Oppenheimer confirmed it.
Period.
Yes, she did.
Period. And you know what? Even though at first, when I first watched the ending, I was like, what? It makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, justice wasn't in... It was not in the books for them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Not the actual books. Like, it wasn't like...
But I feel like some people got justice. Like, little side note, Diana does go to Yale.
Oh, yes.
Which I loved. And, you know, Pippa and Diana end up together. I love how at the end, she was like, Pippa, let's go.
Yeah. Because she was like, I'm not dealing with this anymore. Yeah. Like, it's not my life. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I wish Lucy would have ended happy somewhere with a nice looking man and a happy life? Yes, but at the same time, this was the most realistic ending of the entire show. Like, people who are shitty are going to keep being shitty.
Exactly.
And people who do horrible things are not going to be held accountable.
Exactly.
I mean, and Wrigley and Bree did end up together. Yeah. So, that was the show. I will miss her so much.
We will miss her.
Tell Me Lies was really that girl.
She really was. And... I'm so sad. I do hope that Megan Oppenheimer, though, comes up with other shows because she's smart.
No, absolutely. And I think when it comes to Tell Me Lies season 4, they saw the massive audience that wanted it, and they toyed with the idea. Don't get me wrong. I definitely think that they considered it, because Jackson White went on Call Her Daddy, who plays Steven, and said they didn't find out that this was a series finale till a couple of days ago. So a couple of days since he filmed that podcast. Was not that long ago. It was like last week or like a couple days before the finale. So they definitely like considered it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it wasn't in the cards.
Yeah.
Because this was the original intention to end it at season 3. Creatively, at least.
Dang.
I know.
It's going to be missed.
Very much missed. But we do have other things to look forward to. So we're going to get through all the other topics because we yapped, girl. We yapped. We have The Valley season 4 premiering April 1st. No Jax Taylor.
I'm excited to see what it looks like without Jax. We are getting Lala and Schwartz as full-time castmates. So, and apparently Schwartz and Michelle, like,
I know.
From the trailer, I'm like, I don't know what this means, but I guess we'll have to find out.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see this season. It feels like a very thick cast. Like, it's very, like, a lot of people. It's 13 people. We could have cut some of the people out. Janet and Jason could have gone. I'm not a huge fan of Lala, but I know that she's going to bring it. Yeah. So I'm gonna give her the chance on the show as somebody that I enjoy watching reality TV, not as someone that likes her as a person.
Exactly.
So I'm excited to see what happens and how they can do the show without Jax. I mean, last season was awful because he was so annoying.
Yeah, I'm glad he's gone.
Wait, is this season 3 or season 4?
Season 3.
Oh, okay, sorry. Season 3.
I think
premieres April 1st. Yeah, no, it's season 3.
Okay, yeah.
So
no, it's because we're getting season 4.
Of the Secret
of
Life
the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. That comes out March 12th.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
And
that was The Bachelorette.
No, March 22nd.
Oh my goodness, we're being
so
fed.
So much TV, dude. So much House of Villains, Southern Hospitality, we're Midsummer House, The Bachelorette.
Not even Midsummer House. We're only 3 episodes in.
Oh my God, it feels like Midsummer House. But we got the Secret Life of Mormon Wives trailer for season 4. And, you know, Demi is no longer a full-time cast member.
Which period, but also she's taken up a singing career.
It was giving Sheena Shea.
Sheena was even better than this.
I hate when people try to sing. Like, please.
Oh, it gives me the ick so bad. Like, it literally makes me cringe for them.
Like, I don't know what's worse. Someone trying to learn how to dance in front of me or sing. And I think sing might be it.
Yeah.
Like, she's going to try to be a singer now? Okay.
Is this her project that she was talking about?
I don't know. I do think that this is it for her, though. I think once she's phased out of season 4, like, Demi is not going to return to season 5 of The Secret Lives.
Well, yeah, they don't want her.
Like, who was she friends with?
It's so crazy because she really was that girl season 1.
I know.
If she would have kept that energy, if money didn't, like, get to her head, she could have been the it girl.
I know. Damn.
She fucked herself.
What could have been?
What could have been.
Damn.
And there's no turning back now.
No, there's no turning. I mean, she's getting sued.
That's, yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the season. They drop all 10 episodes. Like, I love that. Like,
yes.
No waiting. They said, here you go.
Yeah.
You know? And they will be doing that too, like, with this season. So it'll be 10 episodes of The Secret Life of Mormon Wives dropping March 12th. And we're going to get to see all the things. Jen and Whitney, their situation. How Demi's going to be in the group. Taylor prepping for The Bachelorette. Apparently she's seeing other people before she goes on the show. And all that drama.
I'm excited.
But let's talk about the drama on Summer House.
Oh my God.
Summer House season 10, episode 3. We are 3 episodes in. And it feels like I've watched 75 episodes of Summer House. It's good TV.
It is. It's great TV. But I will say this. I kind of wish Amanda and Kyle were not on it.
Yeah.
I know that they bring the drama. And it's not me anything against Amanda. I just think that, like, can you imagine hanging out with people every weekend where the couple is fighting every single weekend?
That's exhausting. And also it feels, I'm all about reality TV drama and seeing people, like, go through stuff on TV. Like, that's normal. Like, it's part of the drama. It's really hard to go through it, like, watching Kyle degrade Amanda so intensely. Like, when they were sitting in the beach and they were having a conversation and then he gets up and says that she's, like, all these things, like, he calls her all these names, and it's like, people are feet away from you. You're saying this on camera.
Even Wes was like, why are you being like this? Like, what? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, at some point, y'all gotta stay home for the weekend. You gotta fight it out at home in private. Like, this is, like, I understand that it's reality TV and it's what you sign up for. But damn, even the new girls, I don't remember their names.
Bailey
like,
and Levi.
Yeah, Bailey was like, what are we doing here? Like, can you imagine how awkward that is? Like, you join a show to, like, have funsies and, like, all these things, and it's like, no, we're gonna just listen to Amanda and Kyle fight every weekend.
Yeah. And I think the fighting is so, like, unproportionate to, like, what Amanda's response. Like, Amanda's, like, done.
Yeah,
she's indifferent.
Yes,
she's like, I hear rumors about you. You're always fucked up when you go out. Like, you know. And the thing is, when the producer asked Amanda during her confessional, do you think that Kyle has cheated on you? Her going, like, I don't know, tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah,
this woman believes he cheated on her.
Yeah,
but she's saying, I don't know.
Can you imagine what he's doing behind closed doors when this is what we're looking at?
Yeah, and the fact that he said that she drives him to drink. That is such a cruel thing to say to your partner. When all she wanted was for you to keep it together when you're out. Like,
and, like, how much you drink and how much you party shouldn't, like, change how faithful you are to me in our marriage, you fucking weirdo. I think that, let me tell you what it is. I think that Kyle's not dumb. Okay?
Yeah, no.
And he is trying to set it up to look like Amanda is the villain.
Absolutely. Kyle is not dumb whatsoever.
See right through it.
It's very Tom Sandoval-esque, okay? It's
Yes.
giving, like, I buy the batteries and then paper towels.
Yeah.
Kyle is giving, like, Amanda is this, like, you know, issue in our marriage that makes me drink and stay out all night and not want to spend time with her. That's why we're fighting. When in reality, all of the things you're doing are causing her to drift away from you. Like, you hardened your wife.
Yeah.
Hello? And we're not going to buy it. Hello?
Yeah.
No.
Well, some people do, but...
Oh, my God. The Kyle Defenders, like, please.
Yeah.
It's giving Tom Sandoval Defenders. It's the same vibe.
Yeah.
Blaming the woman. Because Kyle drove this narrative into the audience like he beat a dead horse, calling Amanda lazy, unproductive, all these things. She quit her job to help you with Loverboy, okay? And you drained the life out of her. I would be tired too. The fuck? No, I'm never gonna judge Amanda. No.
Yeah.
If anything, all of the things that I once was like, I can see where he's coming from, have gone out the window, because Amanda is going to get, like, the audience is going to turn on Amanda eventually. They're going to, because they always do. A woman can never be right. Like, you know what I mean? Like how they did with Ariana Madix. Like, I'm not going to do that. Like, no. Kyle is the worst. And on top of Kyle being the worst, there's now cheating rumors. Again, can you imagine spending a decade with someone and there's cheating rumors about them all the time because they're so fucked up they don't know what they're doing?
Yeah.
Like, you got me fucked up. You're in your 40s.
Grow up.
And it's like, I truly believe that if Kyle had handled himself well throughout the years, Amanda wouldn't have cared if he went out. It's the fact that you don't know how to act. You know what I mean? It's like a cause and effect. You go out, you act a fucking fool, you cheat, and you get fucked up. Therefore, she's upset that you did those things.
Yep.
Hello?
It's not like rocket science.
It's really not. It's really not. Speaking of, oh wait, hold on. Oh my God, I totally misread that. Now we're going to talk about Love is Blind, because Love is Blind season 10 has, it's so cringy, dude. I can't.
At this point, we keep watching Love is Blind. We're 10 seasons in, just to find out that love is not fucking blind.
No, love is not blind at all. Not in the slightest. But it's usually not blind for the men. Have you noticed that?
It's because the women are everything in these shows and the men are fucking, like, okay. We'll make this fast.
Yes.
Pods. Cringe.
Horrible. I actually can't watch the pods.
I can't watch the pods. Like, if you're getting horny in the pods, please keep it off my TV. Like, god dang. Like, I'm so annoyed.
When they were talking, when Ashley and Alex were talking, and she went into the girls' like room, and she's like,
I have to freshen up the downstairs.
I wanted to throw up.
Yeah.
I was like,
why
ew.
are you saying that? So out of the pods, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 couples.
6 go to Cabo, 1 goes to Malibu.
So Vic and Christine go to Malibu. Love them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then we had Brie and Connor, Amber and Jordan,
mm-hmm.
Emma and Mike, Ashley and Alex, Brittany and Devontae, and Jessica and Chris.
Yes.
Now, they're in Cabo. And of course, some of these people had options 1, options 2,
mm-hmm.
and they've met in person. And oh my gosh, not only are the pods cringy, but so are the reveals.
Oh my God.
Why do you go on a show called Love is Blind if you're not gonna like what you fucking see?
Yeah.
It's called Love is Blind.
I honestly, like, if I was on Love is Blind, I would just fake it. I'd be like, oh my God, you're so cute. Because like, even if I leave you, like, I can't have this reveal out there like that.
Yeah.
Like, just pretend, you know? Not because like you want to, like, just like to be a nice person. Like, that would hurt, because like it's so awkward. Like, you don't have music. You're seeing this bitch for the first time. Like, oh, I don't know. I can't fault them for the reveal too hard. I just wish the reveal was private.
Yeah.
Like, don't fucking put that on our screens.
Yeah.
But Vic and Christine had like a really cute one.
Vic and Christine are everything to me.
They're both tall and good looking.
Yeah.
Good for them. But we didn't get to see much of them. When it came to the kind of like the drama between couples who are seeing each other for the first time, you can see that Brie thinks Chris is cute. She wants to have a conversation with him. She wants to see what's up. And so does Alex and with Brittany.
Which was so crazy because did they talk in the pods?
I honestly, like, if I'm being totally honest with you, like, I have to skip a lot.
Yeah, the pods is like the cringiest part for me.
I have to hide under the covers and like peek. It's just so bad.
Yeah.
But it's just like confusing to me how like, what is Brie trying to get out of the conversation with Chris? Like, you're trying to convince him to like be with you? Like, are you trying to convince yourself you made the right choice? Like, why do you need to have a conversation, like run it back a couple of times with this man?
Like a part 2, part 3, whatever the fuck she was saying.
Yeah, like,
because the thing is, the first night that they were all hanging out, she didn't talk to Chris, right? And she was like upset about it. And she's like telling Connor that. And Connor's like, okay, like,
she was trying to make it seem like she was like, why is no one realizing like how in depth we just went with each other? No, bitch, you just want to talk to Chris.
Yeah, and like her point is valid. However, the way that she's like going about it, we know your true intentions. Like,
exactly.
That's what it is.
Exactly. She wasn't, I'm like, you're not being coy about it. Like, I can read what you're trying to say.
Chris thought he wanted Jessica.
Yeah.
And that's why he proposed to her, because he only saw you more as like a like a homie.
Yeah.
He even said it. She's like a friend. Like
I mean, not anymore.
Like a dude. But anyways, they go to Cabo. Obviously, the only ones that I liked that were in Cabo were Amber and Jordan.
Yeah, and then Devontae with his weird ass. So Devontae like doesn't fuck with Brittany like that.
Yeah.
He made it a point to share in the confessional that he's never been with someone who's not white. And I feel like he doesn't like her because she's half Latina, half black.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so you don't fuck with her. It has nothing to do. He's trying to present it like he's like grieving and going through all these things. But if he was grieving next to Ashley, I don't think there would be an annoyance in sight.
Yeah.
He's grieving next to Brittany because he didn't like what she looked like, which is weird when she's hot as fuck.
And given that you once again went on a show called Love is Blind.
It's insane. It's insane to me. Like, don't go on a show if you have a preference. Also, it's weird to date someone based on their race. Like, I only date white people. It's wild to me. I always find that very crazy.
Yeah. Why go on Love is Blind if you have to date someone who looks a specific way? And why do you have to go on Love is Blind if you only date a certain race?
Yeah.
Don't go on Love is Blind.
He's wasting her time.
And mine.
Yeah. And also pissing me off. Like, severely.
Yeah. But that's nothing compared to what's about to piss us off even more.
With Chris?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so Chris and Jessica, we're back at the apartments. Vic and Christine didn't get an apartment, which annoyed me.
I don't understand that. I need more answers for Vic and Christine.
I just think they didn't have the budget. I don't think that they expected that many people to get engaged.
No, like, you don't have the budget? Did we not have any remainder budget from last year?
Also, the songs on the show are really, like, popular.
And expensive, so you need to make budget.
I think they just didn't set it up for 7. Not that they didn't have the budget.
Who cares? Make it work.
Yeah.
You're Netflix. Your Love is Blind.
Exactly. No, I completely agree.
Everyone should get the same experience.
Exactly. So Chris and Jessica are having a conversation. And Chris has the audacity to get upset with Jessica, or not upset with Jessica, but express upsetness that he doesn't like that she doesn't do Pilates every day because he's used to
dating CrossFit people.
So it's like, okay, she never expressed in the pods that she does those things. So she didn't lie to you, but you lied to her saying it wasn't going to be a problem.
She's a whole doctor.
She's a whole ass doctor. And Chris is sitting there making her feel awful. And then he says, like, I've been thinking about my number 2. So Jessica's like, okay, I'm out. You know, she like dips, right? And then he sits and has a conversation with Connor, which I do not think that Chris had the intention of venting about Jessica. He was trying to gauge what is happening between Connor and Bree because he wants to swoop.
Yeah.
Okay? This man thinks we were born fucking yesterday. And then for him to have the audacity to say that, oh, she left. I don't know if she wants to work on things. What do you mean? You are making it seem like she left you so that you don't look bad on camera, when in reality, you set it up for her to leave you. Because why the fuck would she stay?
After you commented on my body.
Literally. He's so annoying.
She's like, I can't do Pilates every day. I'm at the hospital every day. I was like, T Queen, you're a whole doctor. You're a whole doctor.
In my opinion, I don't even think it has to do with Pilates. These are my thoughts. I think that Chris is insecure. Okay, he claims to be a dominant, but men who are not who are dominant would never say they're a dominant.
Well, yeah, he's 4'3",
literally. And then on top of that, he is in debt, according to his ex-girlfriend. Right? Let's allegedly say that what she said is true. He's at $60,000 in debt. Jessica is successful. She's educated. She's smart. She's beautiful. She owns her own home. She's financially stable. Right? All the things. He cannot compete where he doesn't compare, and he's insecure about it. That's why he brought up the whole situation about Pilates, even though, yes, I think it's a factor, and he's attracted to Bree.
He wanted to make her feel like shit because he feels like shit, given that she's a baddie.
He wanted to bring her down to his level.
I know, at 4'3".
At 4'3".
And then when they all meet up.
Oh my God, I wanted to throw up and cry. So they're at the pod hangout and the girls are talking about Jessica and Chris or whatever. And then she shows up and Amber's a girl's girl, okay? A baddie through and through. We should have known she was an icon when she hit that pose. She's like dragging him, as she should.
She's dragging him to filth.
Period.
She's like, you think you're going to get another hot doctor?
Literally. And then the girls are also dragging him. But then Bree, Priyanka, and Ashley go and have a conversation with Chris, interacting like it's all hunky-dory. And that pissed me off. Because like you're sitting there listening to him say all these things, saying it was the worst sex
he's ever had.
And And like you're standing there just like entertaining it.
Yeah.
And then the Priyanka and Ashley leave. Brie and Connor have a conversation, Brie and Chris have a conversation, which I understand that the producers probably had them have a conversation. But the fact that she sat there and had a conversation.
I understand her side. I understand your side. Shut the fuck up. You just want to feel wanted.
I think she was taking joy in the fact that he was dragging another woman and seeking like maybe something with her.
Yeah.
And I thought it was weird because like, why would you want to be with a man that dragged the person he was just with, who's also your friend?
And then to be like, is Connor good at sex?
That's so weird.
That's so weird.
And she's like, I mean, he's good, but he's not the best I've ever had. And I'm like, no, you lie. In that moment, if she truly was like in love with Connor and like she didn't really want anything with Chris and she didn't want any like mixed signals, she would have been like, yeah, I fucking hollered to the moon.
She's a pick-me.
She's a pick-me.
She's a pick-me ass bitch.
Yeah, and the only real one is Amber.
Yeah.
Calling him like short as fuck.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's not nice to make fun of people's looks, but like he started it. He started it. So we're finishing it.
You know what? I was just like, Brie, why are you still entertaining this man? He's like, you need someone dominant. Your dad needs someone that's gonna like
that has a Charles Schwab account.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. You're getting sued by 2 credit card companies according to your ex. So you're bragging about the things that you don't have to get a girl who probably doesn't even do Pilates.
Like, pleasure is so important to me, blah, blah, blah. He's like saying that to Brie, and I'm like...
Also, he's not cute.
He's 4'3" at best. Does he do Pilates? Like...
Honestly, it's not even that he's 4'3". He just reads his energy as 4'3".
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Raul Alejandro and Chris are the same height, but Raul Alejandro gives 6-foot energy.
Yeah.
Opposed to Chris, who gives ant energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dominant.
We're gonna have to cut that. That was very corny. But we do need to wrap this up soon, so we need to get through the next 2 topics quickly. I don't think anyone besides Christine and Vic and Amber and Jordan are gonna get married.
Yeah, those are my predictions too.
Okay, let's go to the next topic. America's Next Top Model documentary on Netflix.
I have an unpopular take on this.
Okay, share it.
Okay, so though I believe that Tyra did not do a good job at taking accountability for what they did, I think at the time that this was all happening, it was just how it was at the time. Like, yeah. You need to, of course, we can grow and learn from everything, right? I think that everybody else grew and learned. I don't think Tyra really did. I think that her answers weren't really her taking accountability. But I do believe that that was TV at the time.
Yeah.
You know? I feel like they want everybody to, like, feel so bad for what they did. But I'm like, they should. And they should apologize and be genuine about it in present day. But at the same time, like, that's what was on TV at the time.
Yeah. It was, I think that growing up, our formative years were in the early 2000s. So I think like we have, not that we can speak on it better than other people, but like being skinny was the goal. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And being smart and all those things were the goal too. But like being skinny was so important in the 2000s. Like, so I think that although a lot of the things that Tyra did back then was fucked up, like the race swapping stuff, like was fucked up from the get-go. There was a lot of challenges like were like unnecessary. Yeah. But when it comes to like the skinny part of the comments and like, you know, maybe being like fat phobic or making comments that you shouldn't be making, that like that was a reality back then.
Yeah,
to a T.
That's what I'm saying. I think that a lot of people are like so mad at, but it's like, how can we go back to that time? We can't.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like as a society we have learned and grown so much, well, most of us, and we've really tapped into like all the horrendous things that shows used to put out back then. But what more can we do?
And I think it's important to note that although we're looking at it from a different lens in 2026, the lens we were looking at it from at the time, everybody was like, oh, this is normal. Like we watched...
that was the normal back then.
We watched Jersey Shore with a very like normal view when it was really horrifying.
I'm telling you, it's all about perspective. It's like... Back then, we didn't... It's not that we didn't see a problem with it, but it was, like, so normalized that everybody was like, oh, this is normal. Now, it's like...
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
But I do believe that Tyra needed to take more accountability. And that, like, that is the one thing that I'm just like, girl, Like, we're in 2025. You can't have the same energy you had back then. You need to apologize.
We're in 2026.
Oh, 2026.
Well, I'm sure there was filmed last year.
But you get what I'm saying?
No,
like,
100%.
It's like, that's my only issue with Tyra in this, because like I really don't think about Tyra. That's the thing. Like I don't watch her anymore, you know, and things like that. I'm like, okay, why didn't you take better accountability for what you did?
I think my issue with her wasn't even that she didn't take accountability, because that was like a huge part, but I already knew that going into it. It was the rehearsed answers. Like nothing was really answered.
Yeah, it was like, oh, even like I'm talking to Miss J or J Manuel, like she was like, oh, I should text them, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, answer the questions. And by the way, Tyra was added to the documentary very later on.
Yeah.
She wasn't even going to be on it.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the fuck did you bring? Absolutely nothing, really.
Yeah. And I think it was also like, you're not holding yourself accountable for like
yes, and
personal issues and professional.
And
like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, at the time it was normalized, and this is not me being like a Tyra like defender. Like at the time it was just normal. Like the 2000s, that time of the 2000s just was what it was. But it's like, Tyra, okay, like it's like almost like she's still living in that mindset of the early 2000s. Like apologize, take accountability for what you did, and like when it comes to the show and your personal life.
Exactly. And I think that when it came to the Shandy situation as well, like she diverted that to like the producers and like, but you're the creator and executive producer of the show.
Yeah.
You just said you're...
The Shandy thing broke my heart.
She says that,
at the time too, they probably didn't look at it with the sexual assault mindset, because everything was so pushed under the rug back then too. And unfortunately that's the reality. And thank goodness we've been able to grow and now realize that like we literally saw this girl get sexually assaulted on TV. But back then they didn't look at it like that. And I'm not saying that's right, but unfortunately that's just what it was.
Exactly. And I think it was unfair for her to be edited the way she was. I think that they pushed out this narrative that she cheated. Like that was fucked up. And they even called it a cheating scandal, like on the title. Like the title had cheating in it, the girl who cheated or something. And it's like, okay, like we get it, you know? And even at the time in my like 9th grade mind, I was like, oh damn, she cheated on her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like we all thought she cheated. Like no one had... At least for me, I was like 13 years old. I was like, oh, she cheated on her boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
But now looking back at it, you're like, she's wasted. Like, she's being filmed in these intimate moments. Like, it was
because like I'm telling you, at the time, we weren't woke to that yet.
Yeah, no.
And it's sad to say, but I think that is like what we were talking about earlier with Tell Me Lies too. Like the Me Too movement opened so much for people where you realize, holy shit, like it's been happening right under our noses, but like at the time it wasn't put out that way.
And if it was called out, it was diminished a lot.
And the woman would always get the shitty end of the stick.
I mean, I always think of this, we watched Sammy get like physically and verbally abused on camera for seasons on Jersey Shore, and we ate it up. It was like a toxic couple that we're watching on TV.
Yeah.
And like my 13, 14-year-old mind, I was like, wow, this is really toxic, but I tune in every week. Yeah. And you know, that was becoming popular, like the show.
That was what got the ratings.
Yeah.
Ron, stop.
Yeah, literally.
Like,
So it's difficult to look back at that time and be like, damn, like we were.
That's why I try to like watch these shows now and just see like, oh my goodness, like there was a lot of wrong. There was a lot of wrong. But it's like, what more can people do than come out and apologize? Because we can't go back in time.
But we can learn from it. And I do like that. I do like that we have learned a lot from it.
I love that we have learned so much from it, because except for Tyra. Tyra has not learned shit.
No, she hasn't.
If we're being real.
But I do think that we have a long way to go. Yeah. I think what we have given up, what we have moved on from, we still have a lot of work to do as a society, because people still say things, like people still put out things like judging people when they're, or like saying like, oh, she looks pregnant. Like that's always weird to me. Like let people live. You know what I mean? But I will say that it was really heartbreaking to hear about some of these girls' experiences on the docuseries. And I mean, now we're going to see an even more in-depth version without Tyra.
But with Janice Dickinson.
Yes, and which is also weird.
I'm not, maybe I'm being a hater, but I think that it would be more valuable without Janice. Because Janice is the reason why a lot of these girls felt like shit about themselves. Like, Janice Dickinson, you are not free from the bullying that you put these women through. Like, you were the worst out of all of them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You were. You literally said she needs to stop eating.
Yeah. Or she's huge.
She's huge. When they were sitting at a size, what, 2?
Yeah. That was crazy. Huge is crazy when someone's like 120 pounds. But that was the reality back then. You know, being tall, thin, and white was the norm. Like that's what if you couldn't be tall and white, you had to be thin.
Yeah.
And if you weren't, you know, you wanted to get that aesthetic, like the Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like being super thin was so popular back then. And if you were a size 2 or up, like even when we were in high school, like looking back, I was like, wow, I was so skinny, but I thought I was huge. Yeah. Because people around us like didn't look like us.
Exactly. And
the curvy Latina or like curvy body like did not become, or even brunette, did not become like pretty
popular till later on.
Such a weird period of time.
Literally, like, I hate to give her props on this, but till literally Kim Kardashian was seen with Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
That's when they were like, oh, who is this bitch? You know, like.
Yeah, that's so crazy to think about.
And I'm sure that there was other Latinas as well, but it's, you know, it was around that time where it started popping off. Like, oh, like, you can have boobs and you can have an ass and you can have hips, because before that it was like,
oh my god, having boobs back in the day was like, oh my god, like get rid of them.
Oh my gosh, I remember I developed very early, and all I wanted to do, I would wrap myself up every single day, which ended up making me look even bulkier. But I would, because having boobs was like the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, and then we also, like, I hated wearing bras with like actual cups. I would wear sports bras. I would make my boobs like this because we both had such big boobs in an early time. Yeah. But like boobs were not cool. Okay, like boobs were not hot.
Not hot.
Until I would say like probably like the end of high school or like college years. Or even then. But later for you.
Way later.
That wasn't like attractive.
Yeah, which was crazy.
Very crazy. But okay, last topic of the day, the Traitors. Okay, so we watched the second to last episode last night. If you have not seen it, like always, click away, but come back later. And it was anticlimactic for me.
Yeah, so Kristen gets killed off.
Very early.
Which we kind of knew because of the whole Eric thing.
She smelled him.
Yeah, she smelled him. Well, he's not hard to miss. You know what I'm saying?
He was fucking quaking in his boots.
Yeah. And then they do a challenge where Eric gets a shield, which is exactly what the Traitors needed. But in this episode, I will say, everybody starts catching on to Rob.
And we were almost there.
Almost there. And then Maura. You think Rob, blah, 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 blah.
It was a throwaway boat.
Yeah. I'm like, Maura, you want his dick, so just go. Just get it.
I know.
I feel like they're fucking on the side at this point.
I don't think they can. They like get taken to their room separately.
Oh, really?
So they don't discuss the show off camera, allegedly. But like, I mean, they can't sneak. I don't know. They don't sleep in the castle.
Well, they do the round table.
Yeah.
And they vote for Natalie.
And where we started off strong, we were thinking Rob, ended up being Natalie. And honestly, Natalie was a little mean at the round table, but like rightfully fucking so. Because she was right. She was like, it's Rob. And I mean, it is Rob.
It is Rob.
And then Tara kind of turned on her.
Oh my gosh. And Tara was crying.
I know.
But I think it's because it's all very confusing. It's because Rob is very good at confusing people.
I honestly think that they just like love him and don't want to go against him.
Yeah. And honestly, at this point, I think Rob wins.
Yeah. I mean, who else? Yeah. The Faithfuls are making me like.
The Faithfuls are pendejos. That's what it is.
We have Mark, who's probably the strongest out of the Faithfuls. And you have Johnny and Tara. I love them, but like, what are we doing? But they both caught on.
They both got on. That's what I'm saying. They know what they're doing. They just don't have the numbers.
I don't think they know how to execute.
I wish. But now it's what? Eric, Rob, Mark, Johnny, and Tara.
And Maura.
Maura. That's the thing. Maura is too in love with Rob. Who do you think is going to get...
banished?
Yeah.
Mark.
No. Maura.
No.
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
I think that it's going to go down Mark is gonna get eliminated.
If Mark gets eliminated, then the Traitors are gonna win. If Maura gets eliminated, I see Johnny, Tara, and Mark. And that's probably why Mark is going to get eliminated. Actually, you're right.
I think it's going to be Mark. I think Mark is the strongest out of the faithfuls because, like, Tara and Johnny are, like, one brain cell, but, like, a good brain cell.
A great brain cell.
But it doesn't execute.
No, but it's not about them executing. It's about everybody else being so obsessed with Rob.
If they had voted together and they had gotten Natalie, they would have gotten the votes. Actually,
really?
No, I can't do math.
No, because
he used a dagger.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I guess we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait and see. But I know that the girls are gonna come for Rob at the reunion.
Good.
I hope so.
The way that he was like, I gotta protect Eric. I gotta protect my fellow traitor. Okay, but you couldn't protect Lisa and Candace? Yeah. Okay, you weirdo.
Okay, Rob. Oh, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the podcast. We are so excited to continue chatting with y'all. I'm so sorry for our delay.
Yeah.
I will say it wasn't me, but it was me.
We'll go back to regular
scheduled programming next week. And we're excited for the finale.
Yes.
And also the reunion for the Traitors. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.